Hi Ernie, I'm Rick Beiser.
And I'm Ernestine Shepherd.
And welcome to all of our viewers to Seniors on Parade, a show by seniors, for seniors, and about seniors. Today we're going to have just a wonderful show, aren't we, Ernie?
Yes, we are. I'm so happy to be here again with you, Rick. We had so much fun doing our other show. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, today we have a very special program for wonderful, wonderful writer, Frank McCourt. And I know a lot of you people out there know about Frank McCourt. Well, he's going to be visiting with us today by way of our green screen.
Oh, how wonderful. Let's get started.
Time for that. Let's get going.
Well, we certainly will, but let's go to our break first.
First our break, and we'll be right back. Don't touch that remote. Stay right with us.
Hi, this is Linda Hubbard, and I'm with the Eating Together program in Baltimore City. I want to welcome you to Christ Church Harbor Apartments grand reopening. Tonight we're having a little Christmas party. We have the Charm City Band, a wonderful menu, and I'd like you all to enjoy the fun. Isn't it pretty here? And beside me is my wonderful little polar bear friend who's very talented. He plays the guitar, if we can get him to play. There he goes. We have the tree behind us and the nativity scene to our right. And it's just really the holiday spirit in this building. They've done a wonderful job with restoring the building, and it's just great to be back. And I hope you enjoy our show.
Right now, and as you can see, Ernie, I'm holding a book by Frank McCourt, who's going to be our guest via the green screen. And this is his second book. It's his book called Teacher Man.
Okay.
You know, he wrote a book originally, Angela's Ashes, that's his most famous work, and he won a Pulitzer Prize for it. You know how old he was when he started?
No.
You think he was in his 20s?
Well, since we're seniors on parade, I would say he would have to have been at least 60.
Well, I think you're absolutely right about that. There's a reason why we call this, Seniors on Parade. And Frank McCourt started his writing career after he was 60 years old. I think everybody should keep that in mind because there's never too late to begin something that's really important. If you just pay attention now and watch with us, we're going to take a look and stay right with us because we're going to see it right now.
All right.
Frank McCourt was born in New York City's Brooklyn Borough on the 19th of August 1930 to Malachi McCourt, an ex-IRA man from Moneyglass, County Antrim, and Irish Catholic mother Angela Sheehan from Limerick. Frank McCourt lived in New York City with his parents and 4 younger siblings, Malachi, born in 1931, twins Oliver and Eugene, born in 1932, and a younger sister, Margaret, who died just 7 weeks after birth in 1935. In the midst of the Depression, the family moved back to Ireland, unable to find steady work in Belfast or Dublin, and beset by Malachi Sr.'s alcoholism. The McCourt family returned to their mother's native Limerick, where they sank even deeper into poverty. They lived in rain-soaked slums, the parents and children sharing one bed together, McCourt's father drinking away what little money they had. The twins Oliver and Eugene died in early childhood due to the squalor of their circumstances, and 2 more boys were born, Michael, who later lived in San Francisco, and Alphonsus. McCourt related that when he was 11, his father left Limerick to find work in factories of wartime Coventry, England, rarely sending money back to support his family. Eventually, McCourt recounts that Malachi Sr. abandoned Frank's mother altogether, leaving her to raise her 4 surviving children on the edge of starvation without any source of income. Frank's education ended at age 13. When the Irish Christian brothers rejected him, Frank then held odd jobs and stole bread and milk in an effort to provide for his mother and 3 surviving brothers. But Frank did not give up hope. He had a great sense of humor, and it is evident in his book, Endless Ashes, and also The Teacher Man. Frank McCourt took the pain of his life and turned it into irony and satire. He won a Pulitzer Prize, and he came a lot farther than anyone had ever thought he would. But he was reflective, and it was his observation of his surroundings and his understanding of how to interpret them. With a sense of humor to save his mother's face, Frank McCourt had the greatest smile a man ever had. He could light up the room when he smiled, and for sure the angels and leprechauns were dancing everywhere he went.
Boy, wasn't that exciting? Wasn't that wonderful?
It really was wonderful. And it shows you that you can start a career at the age of 60, 61, or up.
It really does. It's a wonderful thing. It's never too late to begin to try out something different, something new, something that spreads your wings and just shows what kind of talent you have.
Isn't that just wonderful?
It's really inspiring. Let's take a break right now. We'll be right back.
All right. Tonight.
All right now. Walk in place. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do a squat. A squat is like this. You go down and out. 2, 3.
All right.
4. Make sure you push your butt out. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now walk it out. Let's get some weights. Nothing heavy. Just a little bit. It's only 5 pounds.
Okay.
Alright, now, how can we do this so you can see? Now, tricep kickbacks. Elbows up. Kick it back like this. Back. 2, 3. Make sure your elbows are up. 4, 5. Just work the tricep. 6.
Woo!
7. Feel the burn.
I feel it.
8. Alright. Now, shoulder press. You stand in front. Look, you're going up like this.
All right.
Ready? Take it up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now bring it down. We're going to do some side lateral raises. We're going up like this. And down. Go. It's 1. Down. Up. Take it up. It's 2. And down. We're doing it slow. 3. You want to feel a contraction at the top.
I feel it too.
4. 4 more. 5. Down. 6. 2 more. 7. Down. And 8. Now, upright row. Put them together.
That was you out there, wasn't it? You exercising the way you are really something else again. You know, if I wasn't such a gentleman that I really am, I'd be asking you how old you are, but I'm not going to do that. Just watching you do that, though, is very inspiring.
But do you know, Rick, I don't mind telling you. First of all, I didn't start exercising until age 56. I'm now 71, and I'm a personal trainer. And then I also compete in marathons and 5Ks and 10Ks.
Oh my word, that is just wonderful to hear. Everybody out there needs to pay attention. In fact, I think someone right here needs to pay attention to that, and that's me. You're a great inspiration, Ernie, not only to our viewers, I'm sure, but to me as well. Now, again, here we have something from Mr. Court, and boy, I tell you, this is a wonderful, wonderful book. Talks all about his career as a teacher. Why don't we take another look and see what he has to say?
Frank McCourt took the pain of his life and turned it into irony and satire. He won a Pulitzer Prize and he came a lot further than anyone had ever thought he would. But he was reflective, and it was his observation of his surroundings and his understanding of how to interpret them. With a sense of humor to save his mother's face, Frank McCourt had the greatest smile a man ever had. He could light up the room when he smiled, and for sure the angels and leprechauns were dancing everywhere he went.
That Mr. McCourt, Frank, I feel like I'm close friends with him now. He's such a humorous guy.
Oh my.
You gotta love the guy. I think
Yes.
he has that Irish sense of humor, don't
Yes,
you think?
he does.
He's just wonderful. And I'm so happy that we had a chance to have all our visitors, all our viewers, visit with him. He's just an inspirational fellow.
He really was.
I think it's time for us to take a little break.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll be right back, so stay right with us now.
Hello, my name is Martin Silver. I'm the leader of the Charm City Trio. I've been with that Charm City since 1995, and I've seen a lot of replacements in the trio. But the present trio is the best that I've worked with. I'm retired from the Baltimore City Police Department, 34 years service. I've been retired 17 years, and I've played music for the last 50 years. And I've been in some wonderful places. I'm very happy to be here today, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope they enjoy our music. Everybody else does.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've just been having a wonderful, wonderful time. This show, Seniors on Parade, you know, I think some of the younger people ought to start watching this show. This isn't just for seniors. I'll tell you this, because the seniors that we've had on this show are just inspirational, don't you think?
Yes, they are. They are very inspirational.
I'll tell you the one who's the most inspirational to me, and she's sitting right here next to me. I can tell you that. When I see you doing those exercises, my word, it is just makes me want to get out of my seat. I better get out of my seat too to do it, I'll tell you that.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
It's just been an awful lot of fun, hasn't it?
It's been wonderful.
And you know, I think that when people out there see us together and see us having as much fun as we have, because boy, we sure do have a lot of fun here. I hope that they get the same idea that they can go out and have so much fun if they just go out and interact with people. And there's so many ways, so many wonderful ways that seniors can go do that.
It certainly is. I mean, most seniors think that there isn't too much to do, but we know that there are a vast amount of things for seniors to do. Would you name one thing that you can remember?
Well, one of the things that you can do is you can contact the Department of Aging. Numbers right here on the screen, right here in front of you.
Right.
And you can ask them how you can help. And I'll bet you they'll have wonderful ideas for you to help, because there's always a way to help out in this wonderful community of ours. You know, I think it's that time once again where we're just going to take a little break.
All right.
What do you say to that? Stay right with us. We'll be right back.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, here's one that I know you know.
Down Military Lane, there's a place right here. You can sit here. It's a chair.
Show each week that we want to share with seniors is this wonderful book that you're holding for our
Oh,
viewers.
let me turn it around. It has some great deals for seniors. Let's talk about air travel.
Oh, there are good deals for air travel inside this book. I say, wait a minute, this book is by Joan Ratner Heilman. And Miss Heilman, we hope to have her on as a guest on our show one of these days. But she has written, and it says for over 50, I guess if you're over 50, I guess being over 60, you qualify for over 50 deals, don't you think?
Oh, yes, by all means. Rick, this is a wonderful book. It has so many different things in here for seniors. But let's just talk about the air travel.
Boy, I'll bet that'd be great. I'm always interested in a deal on air travel.
So am I.
I wonder if they can tell me how I can get through security a little quicker on all the travels that I make. Wouldn't that be wonderful? At any time of year, it always is a thing. But the real thing is, what this book tells you is just how many wonderful, wonderful ways you can save money if you're over 60. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. It has some great ideas.
Rick, do you know what I'm thinking? Each week we should include this book because there are so many wonderful deals in this book. How about you telling just a little something more?
Well, I think it's a great idea. I think every week if people will tune in and listen to this show, they can find out from us what this book is telling us, what Ms. Heilman's book is telling us about the great deals that are available for people like us, people who are over 60. You know, just in case they miss a show, and I don't want them to miss any of our shows, but just in case they do, you know, I know they can find this book at any local bookstore. I'm sure they can find it. It's something to ask for. Joan Ratner Heilman, Unbelievably Good and Great Adventures that you absolutely can't get unless you're over, well, we're going to say over 60. What do you
All
think?
right.
Time for us to take a little break right now.
All right, Rick.
We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Many more. Now, if you have any favorite songs or any...
Stars went racing down the highway. My name is Jake Needleman. I'm here with Marvin and the Roy Turner. We play for all the retirement homes and all the people. Try to keep them entertained for a few hours, and we work many of the senior centers and where all the people live at, and we try to keep them all happy and make it a festive evening for them.
How long have you been playing?
Myself personally?
Yeah, and say which instrument you play.
Okay, I play drums. I've been playing, I guess, about 50 years, 55 years I've been playing. Did it for a living. I used to travel. Now I do it just for small parties and things like this, small groups.
Okay, any last thoughts?
My last what? Last thoughts, yes, a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday and a Happy New Year and a healthy one to everyone.
Okay, that's great.
Welcome back. You know, we've been talking about books today, Ernie, and again, I have Mr. McCourt's book, Frank McCourt's book here, Teacher Man.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Absolutely wonderful. Very, very inspiring. You know, I think I'm going to get out my word processor and start right now. I bet if you started, you'd win a Pulitzer Prize.
Do you really think so?
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I hope you will out there. I hope you'll get started right now. Who knows? You could be the next Pulitzer Prize winner, just like Frank McCourt. I hope you'll join us next week when we come back.
Goodbye.
Well, I suppose I'm enjoying it. Of course I'm enjoying it. I'm surrounded by...
Oh, good, and you're going to the Oriole game tonight,
I've
right?
gone to the Oriole game,
Good,
yeah. Yeah.
good. Hopefully you'll
Yeah.
bring us some luck.
What, didn't the Orioles beat the night?
Yes.
Yeah.
We want to continue
which
that,
is no
though.
great account, but they lost last night. Well, tonight they'll win.
Yes, yes,
I'm-
let's hope. If you could just look into the camera
Yeah.
and just say top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
That's Frank Thank you.
Top
Thank
of the
you.
morning.
Top of the morning. We're with Frank McCourt.
Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time. Have a great holiday. Bye-bye.